After Watergate, Vietnam, there was kind of a leadership gap, if you will, where government and military had been discredited, and that in many ways business filled that gap. But along came, with that, as you say, some periods when the economy did work very well, but when in very tough periods, the behavior of many CEOs continued, if you will, and did not really change with changes in the economy, I think is when public perceptions of business leadership really changed. I mean, if you look at, the largest corporations last year, the average CEO, regardless of size of company, was pulling down about $10 million a year, which is a real disconnect, I think, not only from his or her own employees, but from society at large. And I wonder if that disconnect isn't part of the perception change in business.
I say compensation is part of it.
Yeah.
But let me just give you decade by decade. In the 70s, cumulatively, GE earned $10 billion. In the 80s, cumulatively, GE earned $24 billion. In the 90s, GE cumulatively earned $65 billion. In the last decade, cumulatively, we earned $165 billion. So it's not like we're sitting on our butt, Now,
But your stock is half what it was.
Well, we were a 60 PE.
Right.
Okay, so we were, I don't know why, right? We earned more money last year than we did when the stock traded at an all-time high. Mm-hmm. So my point, I'm not here to make excuses. Mm-hmm. You like people when the sun's shining. You don't like them as much when it's choppy seas, number one. Sometimes they deserve it, sometimes they don't. But that's just a fact of life, right? Mm-hmm. If the Dow was 24,000 today instead of wherever it was today, you'd like us all more, right? Whether we were schleps or not. But it isn't. It's below where it was in 1998. Point number one. Point number two, compensation matters. Compensation matters. And look, I don't need you to tell me that, or the Wall Street Journal, or ISS, or anybody else. That in the end, I'm responsible for my own reputation and the reputation of the company. I've worked for GE for 28 years. I love the company. Going a couple years without a bonus isn't that big a deal to me.
Did you
you can survive on $3 million a year, $4 million a year. It's just not that tough, So that's my choice in the end. That really, we've got a comp committee, a great comp committee. They're tough-minded, but in the end, I don't need anybody to paint that for me. I kind of get it.
Did you have any reaction to the recent congressional hearings on either Goldman or Baer in terms of either your views of Wall Street or of Congress? Let you go either way.
You're good. I can see what you got there. Financial services is a very important industry in this country. Goldman Sachs has been a partner to GE for a long time. We trust them. They've done great work for us. John Weinberg is a personal friend of mine, so I just think this point about damning Wall Street isn't good for the American economy, number one. Number two, I wish they'd take care of their own compensation. It just shouldn't be this kind of problem. And I trust them to manage their own reputation because we need them. We need Wall Street. And we need them to proactively manage it. Point number three, guys, and this is really important. This is a moment of time when the world needs the U.S. to be a beacon of stability, a beacon of reliability. This is a time where we have to be viewed as a safe haven. And people need to tone down the rhetoric around financial services and stop the populism and be adults. The world doesn't need the U.S. in a food fight right now with everything that's going on in Europe. We should be the safe harbor. And we need leaders to do that. We need leaders to do that. I mean, one of the things that I've learned running GE is that, we have 300,000 people. I'm the leader for all of them. I may not identify with all of them. I may have a different life story. I'm an American. Half our people are from outside. But I am responsible for everybody that walks through that door. And in the end, the politics of let's divide people as much as we can so that I'm only going to be the leader for the people that voted for me isn't quite working. And so I just think we should tone down the rhetoric, particularly on a day like today, and recognize that we have a responsibility to be a point of stability right now and not crisis ourselves.